Caitlin Clark reveals internal struggle that she has battled against as Fever season ends early. Sidelined by injury, the Fever star reflects on the internal battle between her fiery drive and emotional resilience. Caitlin Clark's rookie season with the Indiana Fever was a whirlwind of unmatched excitement, record-breaking achievements, and inspiring performances. But the Fever star has been the victim of second-season syndrome, at least in terms of how her season was ended prematurely by injury. Beneath the cheers and highlight reels lies a deeper story one Clark has described as a fight to master her own emotional edge and channel her competitiveness into something positive. In a heartfelt moment captured for the Back to School with Lily campaign, she revealed what she believes is her greatest obstacle. Envier por email. WNBA. Indiana Fever overcome Caitlin Clark's injury and secure WNBA playoff spot. WNBA. Caitlin Clark's injury breakdown. How WNBA grind led to a season-ending toll. Caitlin Clark's rookie season with the Indiana Fever was a whirlwind of unmatched excitement, record-breaking achievements, and inspiring performances. But the Fever star has been the victim of second-season syndrome, at least in terms of how her season was ended prematurely by injury. Clark's season finale. Beneath the cheers and highlight reels lies a deeper story one Clark has described as a fight to master her own emotional edge and channel her competitiveness into something positive. In a heartfelt moment captured for the Back to School with Lily campaign, she revealed what she believes is her greatest obstacle. Atlanta Dream vs. Connecticut Sun, game highlights. Caitlin Clark reveals battle to keep lid on emotions. I'm so competitive and emotional at times. Finding a way to control your emotions is something I've always had to navigate, Clark said. You accept that you're an emotional person, and that's good. That's probably why I'm good at basketball. But understanding that's probably not always the greatest thing. So learning how to channel that and use it in the right moments has probably been something I've had to navigate over the course of my career. Her honesty offers rare depth. Clark recognizes that her fire fuels her, yet also acknowledges that it can become a liability without discipline. Clark's emotional journey unfolds as her second WNBA season comes to an unexpected halt. A right groin injury, compounded by earlier quad and ankle issues, has left her out for the remainder of the 2025 campaign. She posted, "Disappointed isn't a big enough word to describe how I'm feeling," echoing the anguish of an athlete separated from her game. Before going down, she averaged 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5.0 rebounds across 13 games, numbers that defied her limited appearances. Her influence on the Fever was undeniable, both on the scoreboard and in the stands. Attendance, merchandise sales, and broadcast ratings climbed in tandem with her presence. As one report notes, Indiana Fever revenue surged and the team was valued at over $370 million in large part due to the Caitlin Clark effect. Fever colleagues rally around Clark. Yet, no record-setting stat can shield an athlete from the frustration of forced absence. Fans and teammates rallied around her, with Fever GM Amber Cox stressing, "Her long-term health and well-being remains our top priority." Clark's reflection reveals another layer to her legacy. She described the key truth she's learned. Being emotional and competitive helped her rise, but only when she learns to steer those emotions constructively. That self-awareness sets her apart. Many athletes are defined solely by their raw talent. Clark adds a level of introspection, recognizing that adrenaline and emotion, when controlled, enhance performance, but when unmanaged, can derail it. This mindset, combined with her physical gifts, creates a rare breed of competitor. As the Fever fight on without her in the playoffs, Clark watches from the sidelines not as a passive observer, but as a leader still shaping the team's spirit. Her journey isn't paused, it's evolving. The Indiana Fever's season ended far sooner than they hoped. The promise of playoff basketball had hung in the air like the heavy humidity of an Indiana summer, yet the final whistle blew on a team still searching for its identity, and on a rookie who carried the weight of more than just basketball on her shoulders. Caitlin Clark, the face of this franchise and, in many ways, of women's basketball itself, sat in the locker room with her warm-up jacket draped over her knees. She smiled through questions from reporters, her tone steady, her responses polished. But behind those words, behind the highlight reel passes and logo threes that drew record-breaking crowds, she revealed something deeper when the cameras finally dimmed. "I've been fighting something inside all season," Clark admitted quietly in her exit interview. Not just fatigue, not just the physical grind of the W, but the pressure of living up to an expectation that sometimes feels impossible. The weight of a spotlight. From the moment she left Iowa, Clark was never allowed to be just another rookie. She was the one, the transformative star, the player who could change the WNBA's trajectory. Indiana didn't just draft her to score points, they drafted her to fill arenas, sell jerseys, and carry the league into its next era. It was exhilarating. It was suffocating. Every night, the Fever's opponents circled her name on the scouting report. Double teams were relentless, veterans tested her toughness with hard screens, fans heckled from the stands, and headlines dissected every missed shot. Clark's composure rarely cracked in public, but privately, she felt the internal push and pull. "Some days I woke up and wondered if I had enough left," she confessed. "Not in my game, but in myself. Could I be what everyone wanted me to be and still be Caitlin?" Rookie reality. The Fever's season did not mirror the fairy tale many imagined. Injuries to key players exposed the roster's thin depth. Close losses piled up. Opponents made Clark earn every inch of space on the floor. Her stats dazzled on paper, near triple-doubles on some nights, flashes of brilliance that reminded everyone why she had been drafted first overall, but the grind was merciless. "People see the points, the assists, the highlights on social media," Clark said. "But they don't always see the 5 a.m. mornings when your body aches, or when you question if you're strong enough to go back out there. I had to learn quickly that the WNBA isn't forgiving, and neither are expectations." What she revealed was not a plea for sympathy but a glimpse of her humanity. Beneath the superstar glow is a 23-year-old navigating not only a new league but the intense scrutiny of a culture that demands greatness overnight. A lesson in balance. Clark spoke candidly about needing to find balance. She had become a brand as much as a basketball player, her face on billboards, commercials, and national broadcasts. Every arena she entered was filled with young girls holding "We love Caitlin" signs, with fans waiting hours after games for a single autograph. "I love that part," she said. "It's why I play, to inspire. But it can also feel like there's nothing left for yourself. Sometimes I just wanted to go shoot in a quiet gym, no cameras, no noise, just me and the ball." The Fever's early exit may sting, but Clark admitted it offers her something she hasn't had in a long time: space to breathe.